In this video, I'm going to show you how to make some infused dehydrated fruit. I added a flask on top of the beaker here so that it would trap any escaping terpenes. Everything you'll need is shown here. You simply need some high-proof alcohol, some shatter or any other concentrate, and a small glass to decarb the shatter in, as well as mix it with the alcohol, and of course your fruit. And last but not least, you're gonna need a food dehydrator. All right, so the process is pretty simple. The first step is we're just gonna need to decarb our shatter. So I'm gonna put it on the hot plate and set the hot plate to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and simply drop the shatter in to allow it to decarb. Now this is optional, but I'm also adding in a magnetic stir bar, which will help stir the alcohol later. If you don't have a magnetic stir bar or a magnetic hot plate, you can use any other heat source for this and just stir it by hand. You also need a syringe to inject the mixture into your fruits before you dehydrate them. All right, so for now, we'll just let this decarb, and once that's done, I can infuse the alcohol. If you enjoy this content, be sure to subscribe. I have lots of other cannabis tutorials and how-to videos on the channel, so be sure to check it out. After decarbing, add in some ethanol. We're going to mix the solution together so we can more easily inject it into our fruits. I added a flask on top of the beaker here so that it would trap any escaping terpenes. If you're not sure how to decarb, make sure to check out the video linked above, and there's also a link in the description. I have a really good tutorial on decarbing that you should check out. There's also another video I have that details exactly what happens when you're decarbing and what the process is. So be sure to check that out as well if you're more interested in the scientific aspect of what's going on when you're decarboxylating. All right, so for now, since I have a lot of fruit and vegetables, I'm going to mix about 40 mLs of Everclear with my 1 gram of shatter. Then I'll just turn on the magnetic stir bar and it will mix it. Once again, if you don't have a magnetic stir bar, simply stir it by hand at this point. It'll still work out the same. Once you're done mixing the ethanol and the concentrate, we can go ahead and start slicing the fruit, and then we can inject the concentrate. So I'm gonna go start and slice all the fruit I have here, and then we can start putting it on the trays of the dehydrator and inject it with the ethanol and concentrate mixture. After cutting and infusing the fruit, we can put it into the food dehydrator. And if you have any leftover ethanol, you can top it off now as well as you insert it. Originally, I was hoping to inject inside the fruit, but it looks like that wasn't really possible. So most of these are just coating on top of them. The raspberries kind of worked as bowls, however, and they were able to hold the tincture the best. So if I had to recommend one of these, I would recommend the raspberries. The tomatoes also held the liquid pretty well. The only one I was able to inject some liquid into was the blueberries, but even that was a minor amount. Once it's all loaded up, turn on the dehydrator at around 130 Fahrenheit and let it run for 8 to 10 hours. After it's done running for 8 to 10 hours, put the dried fruit into airtight containers and you can just store it at room temperature. All right, once these are done drying, I'll show you how they look. Do you want to help support the channel? You can become a YouTube member by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button on every video. By joining the channel, you get access to exclusive perks, such as an emoji of my face and members only videos that I upload time to time. Members in the $30 and above tier also get access to a one-on-one private conversation with me where I'll be able to help answer any questions you have related to cannabis. So if you want to help support the channel, consider becoming a member today by clicking the join button below.